Hello guys, it's me Kiana and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my January wrap-up. In the month of January, I read a total of 7 books. Started off the year completely great. I loved a lot of the books that I read. I have 6 of them here. 6, yeah, 1, 2, I have 5 of them here with me. 2 of them were in the library, so I had to return them. Also, if you hear like banging downstairs, we have a person here fixing our floors because they're wobbly, so please excuse the noise. But let's go ahead and get started with this video. The first book I read in the month of January was City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This was for Emma from over at Emma Books. Reread of all of Cassandra Clare's books. Really enjoyed it. If you don't know what the Mortar Instruments first book is about, it's about a girl named Claire Frey, and when she and her friend Simon go to the club, she sees 3 shadow hunters, but she doesn't know that they're shadow hunters, kill somebody who is a demon, and she finds out that she isn't mortal, she is a shadow hunter, and her mother was a shadow hunter, and her father isn't who she thought her father was. Love this book. I rated it 3.5 stars, and I'm going to read the second book, which you can see right there, this month. The second book I read in the month of January was for my other reread, and that was The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. I rated this a 4 out of 5 stars. This is the book that they go and they find Grover, and they go find Grover because Grover's missing, and they go and try to find the Golden Fleece to fix Thalia's tree, and at the end they fixed it up way too well. I enjoyed this book, but not as much as I enjoyed the first book. I'm going to continue my reread. As you can see, the third book right there this month. Really enjoyed this one. The third book I read, I'm so happy I finally got into it, was Legend by Marie Lu. I read this exactly 1 year ago on this day. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was exactly how I remember reading it the first time. And I'm really happy that I enjoyed my reread. It is about 2 people, Day and June. Day is a fugitive. June is the one that's supposed to catch him because they all believe that Day killed June's brother Matthias. But that's not the case. Really enjoyed it. Gonna try to read the second book this month. As you can see right there, guys, this is my TBR. I will link it up on the eye if you have not already gone and see that. Really enjoyed this. 4.5 out of 5 stars. The fourth book that I read in the month of January was Rebel Springs Book 2 in the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. Love this. Gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I didn't like how Magnus was even more in this book, how controlling he was, and all that. Hate the king even more than I did. If you don't know what Fallen Kingdom Springs basically is about, it's about one country that's split into 3. You have Limros, Aranos, and Pelagia. In the first book, the king of Limros basically joins forces with the chief of Pelagia to try to take over Uranos. They succeed, and now it takes off from there. You have rebels, you have a marriage that's forced upon them, the kindred watching over them, trying to stop everything from happening, and a couple of them die, which they find out that, oh my gosh, we can actually die. How is this happening? We need to find the one that they've been looking for so long. We need to find the one that we've been looking for so long, and we need to find them now. And I really enjoyed this. 4 out of 5 stars, like I said. Cannot wait to continue it and buy the rest of the series. And then the 5th book that I have with me, I finally read, and that is Stars Above by Marissa Myers. I rated this a 3 out of 5 stars. You know, how Wolf became Wolf, how Thorn became Thorn, how how Cinder fixed Eco, how Cinder met Kai for the first time, how Kai found out about Princess Celine, how Scarlet's mother, cared for Princess Celine, how Winter stopped using her powers and, started seeing the hallucinations. I enjoyed a lot of them. Some of them were pointless, like one of them, hold on. Like, the little android was pointless. Don't know why it was in there in the first place. We could have done without it. So this was a good 3 out of 5 stars. I'm now completely done with this series, and I'm really happy. And then the final 2 books that I read in the month of January, one was graphic novel, and that was Saga Volume 8. Didn't enjoy it that much. Gave it like a 3.5 stars. It was basically the concluding after Volume 7 when they lost the baby, and they're trying to figure out how to get the baby removed from her belly. So before it starts killing her, as she starts, the family starts having hallucinations of the baby, and we actually see him, and it was really cute. I rated this like a 3.5 to 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. So sad to see that that go, they could have done better, but. And then the last book I read was The Unbecoming of Dyer by Michelle Hawkins. Loved this book. A lot of people hated it, but I absolutely loved it. Rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. Gonna continue that. Gonna buy that book because I absolutely loved it. It's about a girl named Mara, and she wakes up in the hospital, and before, like, she got into, like, this building fell down on her and her friends and her boyfriend, and they all died. But then she started seeing them and starts having hallucinations, like she burned her hand, she cut like herself here, and then people start dying before she sees them, and then animals hate her, and it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. Cannot wait to continue it. So these are all the books that I read in the month of January. Comment down below if you read any of this and you want to talk about any of them, and I will see you guys in a new video.